Welcome, sir, to our live session, which is focusing on the admission process of the prestigious IITs.
Okay.
So, I would like to know what is the basic difference between the IIT Main and IIT Advanced. So, please tell us.
Yeah. Before I should start, I would like to congratulate all the IIT Main qualified student. Now they will be sitting for the IIT Advanced. I mean JEE Main Advanced, and I wish them all the best for that, and hope to see you at IIT Kharagpur. In fact, lot of students. So we have around 1800 seats. So we'd like to see 1800 plus students at IIT Kharagpur this time. Okay. So talking about JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. JEE Mains is basically is a kind of a qualifying criteria for all the technical institutes, including IITs, IIITs, and then NITs as well, and other private and other government institutes. While this is also a criteria for qualifying for JEE Advanced. JEE Advanced is basically for the IIT admissions, basically all the 32 IITs. So the admission happens yeah. So the admission happens for IITs through the advance only. So we can say advance is kind of more specialized or more into the knowledge of their, I mean, technical background actually, rather than a qualifying exam. While mains is a kind of a qualifying exam for all technical institutions plus the private institutions as well. So that is the main difference. And in order to qualify for advanced, they have to qualify the JEE Mains first. So this is the difference between mains and advanced actually.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving us the idea about the fundamental difference between the JEE Main and JEE Advanced. So now coming to our next question. So we would like to know the minimum criteria which is required for getting into IITs.
IITs.
Could you please let us
sure,
know that?
sure. See, IIT you require basically 10+2 with physics, chemistry, and mathematics background, and you will get 2 attempts to do that actually basically, and then you should have the basic. You have to clear the JEE Mains followed by JEE Advanced as well. These are the main criteria to get into the IITs actually. This is the minimum qualification.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
and then apart from that, your category reservations are accordingly there actually.
So now coming to the category which you are saying, we know that certain number of seats are fixed for the candidates belonging to different categories. So could you please tell us how many seats are there and how do the seats gets filled up?
Okay. So basically we have unreserved seats. We have some reserved seats. Unreserved seats is for all. Let me tell you, it's not a general seat. People have an assumption it's a general seat. It's not reserved. We don't say it's a general seat. It's an unreserved seat. Followed by you have 7.5% for ST, and then probably 11% for the SC, and then OBC and EWS. These are the main reservation seats for the IITs actually. And based on the number of seats available, these allocations are done. Okay. Apart from that, we have female supernumerary seats. Which,
yes, sir. I was going to ask about the supernumerary seats, female candidates.
Female supernumerary seats, I will come to that actually. Okay. And then see, unreserved seats are filled first based on the rank of the student. He may be from SC background, he can also compete in the unreserved seat, provided his ranks are more than the normal general students. So having said that, the female supernumerary seats that we are talking about, it's a on top of that, they are not occupying the normal sanction strength of the institute, but that is on top of the sanction strength. Talking about that, the reason why there is a supernumerary seat is that government feel that there should be sufficient contribution from sufficient representation of the female and the other genders at the technical institutes. So a 20% seat has been kept as supernumerary seat exclusively for the female students.
So that is really nice to know about the women empowerment, we can say this.
Yes.
So now coming to the attempt. So how many number of attempts a candidate can get in to crack the IIT? So we know that.
As of now, it's 2 attempts are given for the student. to crack the JEE Advanced. This one actually. So basically, it should be consecutive 2 attempts, not more than that.
Okay, you are saying that just 2 attempts
2
are
attempts.
there to crack IIT,
Yes,
but
yes.
as we know that it's really tough.
So,
After GATE and NET, we can say that.
See, it's tough.
JEE
It's
main
probably
is-
one of the toughest exam in the
Yes,
world. That's what it says.
that's what I'm
but,
saying.
we need
It
top
comes
students for
with a-
that as well, right?
Yes. So how do you motivate students to come into this IIT JEE main?
See, IIT JEE main. Let me tell you, when you say you're talking about mains,
Main.
yeah, mains anyway. It's a kind of a benchmark for all the technical institutes.
Yes.
So when they crack the JEE main, then they themselves become in the top of the list actually in one way, and then when they clear the JEE Advanced, so they are actually competing among the tops actually. So what I should suggest is that they should not get demotivated or depressed that they could not crack the IIT thing actually. But there are NITs and then triple ITs and all those are also really good. So in fact, what I will suggest is that let them you settle down, give your exam, give up to your full, and then once it's I mean, if you get through, is good. Very good. There are 17,000 seats in IITs. If you are not into it, then probably you can go to NITs and then triple ITs. Those are also coming very good actually. So just relax, focus, and then give your exam. That is give to your best actually. That is what I will
Thank
suggest.
you, sir, for motivating our candidates. And along with the guardians, I would say that all of them have the jitters about what will be the admission process and what all documents do they require after getting the selection letter, of course. So please tell us the detail about the admission process. Please.
See, admissions, it's not a big deal actually. Parents need not bother about the admission thing. See, admission formalities and all. Because we know the student is going to be with us for next 4 years actually, and their documents are already been verified once when they apply for JEE Advanced. So what we need is not that important. First focus on the exams and all, and apart from that, whatever documents are required are only just a formality basis because they have already probably submitted during the JOSA application form. So only thing is that at the time of admission they need to bring the original of what they have submitted and a copy of the whatever they have submitted, which is self-attested, and then we'll collect it. Because as you know, as I said, 1800 students are getting admitted in our institute, IIT Kharagpur, every year. So it's impossible for us to check the document at that point of time during the admission. So what we do is that we collect the document and later on we check it once the class starts. So admission wise, they need not to worry because once they get the offer letter, they are actually admitted. Now the paperwork and all that we can do it later on. That is not a problem at all.
Okay, sir. So now coming to the document part, I would like to know that if they can provide the soft copies or they need to go for the hard copies, because today's in the all of them are using the digital medium. So what do you suggest that if they can go for the if they have their documents in the DG locker, they can provide that, or do you need to?
See, in fact, as you have said, everything is going digital. IIT Kharagpur is also going fully digital. In fact, our academic section part is more or less almost 70 to 80% digital. We don't have much of paperwork there. So what happens is that once you submit your document in JOSA, that document anyway comes to us as a copy. In fact, once you get an offer in IIT Kharagpur, in fact, probably in most of the other IITs also this is there, where you have to upload your documents. That is also there. Only thing is that you have to bring a copy which is self-signed during the time of admission, and any original document will do, even an original hard copy or a DigiLocker document will also do as a proof of whatever you have submitted. You have an original copy of it. As long as it is there, digital is fine for us. Otherwise, we don't require any other document. In fact, since if you have already submitted document once in the JOSA application, you have already submitted during the admission at IIT Kharagpur, we just do a formality of collecting a self-attested copy, and the original can be anything. You can show it in the mobile, you can show it in computer, in a DigiLocker document. That is absolutely fine with us. We don't have any problem.
Thank you so much, sir, for answering this question. I hope our candidates and the guardians, pulse rate would have gone a little lower after hearing this from you. So now, coming to specifically for IIT Kharagpur, so we would like to know how many students took admission in the last 2 years. If you say any, any tentative
Yes,
value,
we
please.
have a sanction strength of 1860 students admitted through JE actually. So normally all the seats get filled up. We don't have any seat vacant any year actually. So if you say like that, then we have 1860 each year we take admission through JE Advance.
Okay. Then, according to the merit list, how a candidate should choose his or her college? I mean, which IIT he or should join?
Okay.
So, how do a candidate would know this
Yeah,
from his?
this is a very important question actually. In fact, this question has to be. When I will reply, I think parents should also keep a note of it while doing it. The thing is that don't go by what yours or other people are saying or whatever the other. Your seniors or your own thought process is saying. You first focus on what the student want actually. That is very important. Which line he would like to go. That is very important. In fact, before taking a choice for the institute, they should take a choice of what they want to do and prioritize on that list. Followed by, they can go and they make a survey of the other institutes, institute will teach that course better actually. That should be prioritized after that. Once it is done, you make a list of it and then you fill the choices right, like that way. But having said that, the student interest is very important actually because that is what he will be carrying all through his life. So that is very important. So give a student a chance to talk to your ward, talk to him and understand what he wants, what he likes to do. In fact, we have seen many students, good students, who have taken a choice and they have taken the choice, but later on they realize that this is not what they want to do in their life actually. So, and in the middle of the course, they sometimes quit, and then probably the seat goes vacant, and the student also loses some year. And because of that, we have come across, with our new education policy, we have got a lot of flexibility in the curriculum. Having said that, the first thing is that we don't want any student to lose on anything actually. So let them pursue their dreams. Let them take a career of their choice. There are good institutes everywhere, not only IITs, other NITs and triple IITs are also there. Let them take a choice on that and then carry on actually.
Okay, thank you, sir. So could you shed some light on the rank? I mean, what was the closing rank for IIT Kharagpur for various departments?
Oh, that is very difficult because it's in fact I will suggest is that the parents, the students should go to the JOSA website and see the this one cutoff list and all, rank list and all, because it keeps on changing. But having said that, we have some courses which are of more demand compared to the other courses. There are some non-engineering courses also which are of good demand. So just go through the website and then JOSA website and IIT Kharagpur website and see the cut-off things and all for different courses. So you will get an idea over there. Those data are already there in the website.
Okay. Yeah. So today we have Dr. Jayati Roy, who is admissions cell team lead from Techno India. Okay. So I would like to introduce you to her.
It's a great pleasure to have I have somebody from IIT Kharagpur amongst us. Since not just any IIT Kharagpur is one of the global universities, like top ranking universities at this moment. Maximum of as Techno India University is proud to say, we have different alumni from all over, all the IITs from here, like from Kharagpur to Mumbai to any Delhi and Chennai. We have alumni from everywhere here, but still at the heart we are close to Kharagpur, so it's a great pleasure to have you amongst us.
Thank you.
So now, moving on to our next question. Sir, we would like to know about the masters. I mean, after BTech, what is the minimum requirement for getting into masters or higher studies, we can say? Okay. For PhDs also, you can tell us.
So, see, there are different channels through which you can enter into master's degree. As far as IIT, JEE advanced students are concerned, they have an advantage in the sense they can do a dual degree program at IIT Kharagpur. So that is the BTech plus MTech. So they join in BTech and then they do one more year to get a MTech degree. That is a combined dual degree course, which normally otherwise student what they do a BTech of 4 year plus 2 years of MTech. Here it is BTech of 4 year plus 1 year of MTech, you can say technically. So although the student have to make a choice in the third year itself, so that we can change the curriculum accordingly, so that they can accommodate all the 6 years course into 5 year actually. So that is done. So that is one way of entering. Other than that, student who would like to come directly for MTech, we have the GATE examination through which the student come to institute for the 2-year MTech course. Apart from that, we have 2-year MSc course as well, which is through the JAM exam, which is Joint Admission Test for MSc course. So they can directly come to the MSc courses. So if you're talking about IIT Kharagpur has vast variety of courses. If you see from MTech to we have even law, we have LLB and LLM, we have in the intellectual property law, we have MBA. As you know, we have a Vinod Gupta School of Management who provides some of the top class MBA courses in the country. And then we have also starting our own medical college very soon. Actually, it's in the process. So if you see, we have variety of courses at IIT Kharagpur in the master's level. So for this LLB and Vinod Gupta School of Management, we have separate exam for that. But other MTech courses, we have the GATE exam through which they have to enter. Talking about PhDs are offered by different schools and centers apart from the departments also. So there are a lot of interdisciplinary courses through which they can pursue their PhD and their research actually. So this admission happens twice a year, 2 times a year, and then students have to keep checking the website. The requirement, minimum eligibility criteria, and all these things are mentioned in the website. And different department may have different selection criteria as well actually.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So for the PhD, we would like to know if a student requires a journal publication or a conference during his masters to get into PhD?
No, not
Nothing
necessary.
like that.
Not necessary.
Okay, it's not necessary. Okay, so sir, could you please explain us the joining process through CSAB?
See, we do not have a joining process to CSAB at IIT Kharagpur. What we do is that it is through the JEE Advanced only. We have only JEE Advanced through which student get into IIT Kharagpur as long as the undergraduate courses are concerned. So CSAB is only for the triple ITs and probably NITs and all. They take it through CSAB actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now coming back to the document part, we would like to know about the photos. So what kind of photos are required for the documents, like passport size, stamp size? Or
See, normally at IIT Kharagpur we would not require that kind of photo thing, because what happens is that those are already uploaded by the student during the JOSA application process, and that only get printed in their admit card, that also get printed in the attendance sheet. They give exam based on that. Our people goes and verifies those photographs during the time of exam. So we do not require such kind of data from them. Once the student list is ready, JOSA gives the data to the admission office, that is the academic section, and then it get populated into ERP. So the photo things are already there in the ERP for the student initially. So we do not require such, but having said that, for the safer side, I would like to ask them to keep a couple of copies with them if it required actually.
okay. So may we know that what is the payment mode a student requires for getting into IITs?
Yeah. Let me tell you how different
online
payments
mode?
happen
Yes,
actually.
The fee structure we would like to know.
Okay, so the thing is that once the student freezes a seat at IITs, actually, I'll focus more on IIT Kharagpur because the internal thing I know much better of IIT Kharagpur than other IITs
Yes, sir,
actually.
you specifically
So
concentrate on that.
what happens is that once the student freezes a seat at IIT Kharagpur, they have to give a seat booking fee. It varies from different year to year. So once they give the seat, that is the first mode of payment they do for the taking a seat at IIT Kharagpur. So that is online anyway. And after that, once they get admitted and we give them an offer letter, we give them the fee structure also. Say that these are the different fees that you have to pay for tuition fee, hall, and then laboratory, library, etc. And then that fees is shown to them. But having said that, that particular seat booking fees got adjusted in that particular fee demand actually that is generated. We adjust it. So after that, the actual fee that is shown is after adjustment of the fee actually.
Yes.
And this payment has to be done by the student through online mode, that is through the ERP, that we open a ERP link once the student get admitted and he is offered an IIT Kharagpur seat. We open a ERP link for them. That is a kind of a
What is that, sir?
that is a
Yeah,
kind of a
yeah.
online, you can say, administration module for the student. Actually, they will get everything there. In fact, their timetable, their applications, their fees. In fact, it's a kind of a small, more or less a kind of a bank module itself is there, where they can see the entire transaction, their access payment or the balance will show up there. Everything is there actually. Their leaves, their attendance, everything get monitored in the ERP, enterprise resource planning, that we have a software module through which it get recorded there. So having said that, once the student get admitted and offered, as I said, their balance fee will show up in the ERP, that they have to pay online. So if a student is not able to pay online, then we have other mode through which they can pay, like the bank challan and all. We have a bank inside the campus. A couple of banks are there inside the campus, through which they can pay the payment. They can make the payment through the bank challan as well. So basically, we all go online actually at IIT Kharagpur. We do not take any cash or check payment at IIT Kharagpur for any reason actually.
Okay, okay. Okay, sir. So now, if a candidate is having any financial issues, so do IIT help them to study?
See, that I would like to say to all the parents and students as well, that as far IITs never has a constraint of learning because of financial issue. And as far as IIT Kharagpur is concerned, I don't think finance is a constraint for a student who would like to pursue, bright student who would like to pursue study at IIT Kharagpur, because we have different kind of schemes through which the student can take their course. We have scholarships which are funded by the institute itself. We have scholarship which is funded by the alumni. We have scholarships. We have assistantship which is funded by the government. We have a assistantship scheme. I mean, we have brotherhood scheme which is actually funded by the institute student itself. So we don't have any. I don't think there should be any issue with the student who has any financial problem. They only have to focus on their studies. That is important actually.
Okay.
Rest financial thing you can take care of that.
Okay, thank you, sir. So one more thing, if a candidate wants to take study loan, so how college helps them for their documents or something like that?
See, IIT directly do not provide any study loan. Having said that, banks do give actually. All the banks do offer bank loan. But on top of that, we have a scheme called Vidya Lakshmi scheme, which is funded, which is initiated by the government of India ministry. So in that scheme, if they apply, the interest is covered by the institute. They have to take a loan, which is the interest which is there is covered by the institute. Only thing is they should come from the economically weaker section. That is 9 lakh. Their family income should be less than 9 lakhs. Within the 9 lakhs.
There's
actually.
a limit for
There's
that.
a limit for it.
Okay.
And this case, what happens is that the student has to apply to the bank for the Vidya Lakshmi scheme, and the students, once they get the loan sanctioned, every year they have to keep on submitting income document which get verified in the institute, and the institute pays the loan interest directly to the directly to the bank actually.
Okay, so now coming to the choice filling for online WBJE and JEE main. So what would you suggest for the candidates, that how will they fill their choices, that which subject they should go for?
This is a very tricky question actually, and then it has a very straight answer. The thing is that they should follow their dream. That's what I said earlier. So in fact, they should see what they want to do in their life actually, because that is going to be there for the entire life. This is where they are going to take a career. So they should not take any course or any institute or course institute in a combination that they are not interested in actually. So they should prioritize on what courses they would like to pursue, and then where they are offered in a better way actually. So they have to make a kind of a ranking kind of thing, that to one on top and then followed by the rest, and then they have to prioritize it. Similarly, they have to prioritize on the institute and then combine and make a rank actually which one they would like to go. That is how I think they should combine. And apart from that, they should make a proper survey of the institutes where they are applying. So institutes are also important, but having said that, at the end, institute can only guide the students' effort is also required. So if they have no interest, then there is no point of taking a course, and then at the end they will not get any output from it actually.
Okay.
Right?
So now coming into the PhD.
Mhm.
So what is the procedure? I mean, how do a student select a guide or select its subject? So
See, that
please
is
share
totally
us.
upon the student actually, what kind of research, what kind of study he has done, and then what content, what kind of interest they have, and what kind of research they would like to do. Based on that, they have to apply, and then rest, see, they have to always make a preliminary survey actually, which are the departments where, I mean, the area of interest is matching actually, and then accordingly, they should apply for those departments. Actually. It's totally up to the student, I believe. He has the entire knowledge because he has done BTech, MTech, so he has in-depth knowledge of where he would like to go actually. So having said that, only thing is that they have to survey. There are different departments, center and school, as I said, who offer that kind of, interdisciplinary specialization. In obviously, PhD itself is an interdisciplinary thing. It's not a specific department wise. So they have to see which are the different center schools which offer that kind of a PhD. Area of interest is covered there actually, and then they should also make a preliminary talk to the faculty. That is not a problem. Our faculties are always open to discussing the technical things and all. So accordingly, they should plan for their admission at IIT Kharagpur for PhD courses. Actually.
Okay, thank you, sir. So now, Dr. Joyati would like to say something about the Techno India University.
I would
Please.
like all the students applying for JEE Advanced as well as WBJ, which is to be conducted tomorrow. They can call us for anything. Plus, they can see this video will be saved in our profiles itself. They can have the guidance from you itself. They can mail us at admission@technoindiagroup.com, or they can even call us at 9836544419 or 17 or any of the numbers provided. Thank you so much, sir. Like, I guess not just this, but for tomorrow's exam also, like not just JEE Advanced, but for
sure.
WBJE also, this will be a great help.
Right. I would like to wish all the students who are applying for WBGA my best wishes, and then thank you.
Sir, lastly, I would like to ask you, do you have anything motivational to tell about about this IIT main or any examination coming forward for our candidates, for our aspirants or future learners?
See, the thing is that there are so much of scopes available. In fact, if you see now with the introduction of new education policy, the courses became more flexible now. Courses become more interdisciplinary. Courses have multiple exit and multiple entry options are also there. So having said that, the student should very carefully select the courses, choices which they would like to do, and then they should be more focused in their studies actually. Focus, that is very important, because with so many options are available, there's a possibility the student get diverted and then they take a choice which is not of their interest. So the focus is very much important. But having said that, you should keep your head cool. That's very important. Take some time off and from your studies, and sit back and then relax. That is also important, because in fact, if you come to IIT Kharagpur, you will see that there are students who during exam would like to take 10 minutes break. They will sit, they sleep, and then they will start again giving exams. So this is what I have seen, and this is what I would like to say. Sit back and relax. Don't panic, and then give your best shot actually.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you. Ma'am, would you like to say anything?
I have a thing to say to sir also. Like, in our institute, like, we have a lot of students coming. Like, everybody is not getting into IIT. So professors from IIT Kharagpur and different IITs, like, they are coming here after the retirement. So we have a sector of faculties who are just from IIT, so we get a guidance from the IIT professors in our institute also. Not just going to IIT, but through the WBJ also the students get guidance from the IIT professors. We have faculties here from IIT Kharagpur, as I said. Then we have faculties from IIT Delhi and IIT Mumbai. So all retired faculties are also here for guiding the students through BTech and as well as MTech and PhD.
Sir, thank you so much for splendidly explaining us all the details of the admission process. We are pleased to have you with us today, and thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.